From the tour of California, the top of Gibraltar with enough beer for Dan Lloyd. It's the GCN Show.
Welcome to the GCN Show.
From the AIDS Vaccine 200 ride in Atlanta, Georgia.
Welcome to the GCN Show.
Welcome to the GCN Show.
This week, could anyone have predicted Steven Kruijswijk's form at the Giro, and have we discovered the best descender in pro cycling?
We've also got a track tech special. We've got caption, comment, tweet, hacks and bodges.
And competition time. It's going to be a good one. Caption competition now. It started last week's. This was a photo taken in a porta potty on the top of a climb called the Alpe potty, and it's of Matt, Simon and our filmmaker Stefan. John, you've chosen a winner.
Yeah, the winner is Schlongboy21. He says, caption, the GCN boys are auditioning on the new Star Wars set with the new Wookiee character.
Is that right?
Now this week's caption is Vittorio Bramotti about to jump over someone. Tom, any suggestions?
Lean back. Bunny hopping's all about the hip action. I can hear the groans from here. I'm sure you can beat my effort, so get your caption competition entries in down in the comments and pick our favourite next week.
Good luck. So watching this year's Giro, Tom, it's got me thinking about descending.
Okay.
Now Vincenzo Nibali is often held as one of the best descenders in the pro peloton, and rightly so. He's pushed most of the overall contenders quite a bit on the downhills at this year's race.
Yeah, you say that, but for me, I think the best descender in the race so far has to be Andrey Amador. Mm-hmm. He's making the others just look, frankly risk averse. You've got stage 10 where he attacked the favourites on a downhill, got about 30 seconds up the road, and then stage 14 where he is a very good climber. He's able to hang with the best climbers in the world for the most part, but when he was getting gapped, he was able to close gaps around a minute on the descents. Mm-hmm. It's incredible stuff. I would not want to be a motorbike cameraman either leading or following him.
No, that's for sure. So, who can compete? For my money, it still has to be Nibali. You only have to look last year, the Tour of Lombardy, that descent to the finish, that was pretty incredible. But who else? Peter Sagan, of course, Matej Mohoric with his crazy top tube pedaling nonsense.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you describe that. It's Amador all the way for me, but let us know what you think down in the comments. If you put your money on Steven Kruijswijk before this year's Giro DItalia, you're probably very happy right now, and you're almost definitely a better predictor of form than any of the GCN presenters.
Mikel Landa. Tom Dumoulin.
Anyway, Kruijswijk has shown great form in the past at the Giro. He has had 2 top 10s overall, but his performance at this year's race so far has just blown all that out of the water. He has been incredibly fast, and he's also appeared incredibly composed, and he leads the race with just under a week to go.
Yeah, quite a meteoric rise as well. He's 2 minutes and 12 seconds ahead of Esteban Chaves in second place, and this was after a weekend of really hard racing. We had the Dolomite stage on stage 14, over 5,000 metres of elevation. Chaves and Kruijswijk forged clear. Towards the end of the stage, they dropped the likes of Nibali, Valverde, Amador, all the big favourites. Chaves went on to win. Kruijswijk took the Maglia Rosa and he consolidated his lead on the mountain time trial on Sunday. But there's still a lot of climbing to go in this race. The question is, can he hang on?
Yeah, we are not going to make a prediction. We don't want to curse anyone in this last week, but we want to know, could anyone have predicted the Giro d'Italia so far? It's been a great race to watch.
Yeah.
It's time for GCN's. You ready for this?
What is Bazooka?
Let's start with the pro wattage Bazooka, John. I know you've chosen one for this.
Yeah, it's got to be Alexander Filiperov. Now, to be honest, I hadn't heard of him until he unleashed an absolute wattage bazooka on the stage 15 uphill time trial. Beat everyone else, 28 minutes 39 seconds. Job done. Not bad for your first pro win of your career.
Seriously impressive stuff. Also impressive was Joe Riley. Joe is a junior rider, so he was racing at a race over in the Netherlands where he set an incredible time up the Valkenburg, even beating Dan's time when he was a pro.
Not bad.
You're already better than we are, Joe. Congratulations. Don't forget, if you have got a nomination for Wattage Bazooka, or even if you want to nominate yourself, use the hashtag Wattage Bazooka. Last week, Simon unboxed an amazing SRAM Red ETAP group set. And the very best bit about that was that you could win, and thousands of you entered. Are you nervous? We've got the winner here. Drum roll. Yannick Talker, you are the very, very lucky winner. It's an amazing prize and we will get it sent out to you just as soon as we can. At the same time, we also had a very cool prize from our friends at Physique who are giving away a custom Giro d'Italia saddle and a pair of custom Giro d'Italia R3B shoes.
Nice.
Very nice. The winner of that competition is Michael Brunskill. Again, Michael, we will be in touch and we will get your prize sent out as soon as we can.
Well done, guys.
You didn't think we were going to be competition free this week, did you? Of course we won't. We've got a PowerTap P1 power meter and a PowerTap dual GPS Plus head unit. And to enter, all you need to do is check out our unboxing video, which is going to be just above John's head. We'll link it up in the description too. And if you enter, good luck.
Can I enter, Tom?
No, you can't. You're an employee. It's time for hack/bodge of the week.
Got it the right way.
First up, we've got this one from Alfie Evans. Now, Alfie, for me, I don't think this is a hack or a bodge. It's your product design project, and it is simply stunning. It's a bike stand inspired by the legends of the Tour de France. It's just really nice. I think people would pay good money for that.
Yeah, got Tour de France winners on the pin there. It's really nice.
Good work.
Really nice. Next up, we've got Holly's custom 3D printed rear light map. Now, if you've got an aero seat post, you know how fitting things onto it is a bit of a pain, but this is a great way around it.
That is a definite hack.
That is a hack.
No bodge there at all. Next up, Thomas Stocker sent in this one. Now, he looks like he's fixed his chain with a bit of wire or fence. Now, it is a hack. I don't think it's a bodge.
I'd say it's a bodge.
But I'm sure I could have almost walked home, or at least called for a lift by the time I'd done that.
I can imagine just whittling a bit of wire just into a really nice chain link. It looks pretty neat, but yeah, might take a bit of time to do.
Your gears must be jumping as well.
Jay Saint, this is a hack. He's using a syringe to dispense grease.
That's cool. Tidy way of doing it. Gets into small areas. Good for your headset perhaps? Jockey wheels? I don't know. Anyway, keep your hacks and bodges coming using the hashtag GCNHack across social media, and we'll pick out a few of our favourites. Now, we've got some very, very cool new products available in our store. First up, following all of your requests, GCN Team Aero ladies bib shorts are now available for pre-order. And on a GCN show note, we've got a couple of very special limited edition t-shirts on the way. So there's a Domestique t-shirt and there's a Wattage Bazooka t-shirt.
Get them before they sell out. They are selling fast. And we've also got two types of cap. We've got the original and we've also got the new Team Edition 2 stripe to go with the new GCN kit.
Looks good. And it won't make you ride faster necessarily, but you will look really cool when you're on the bike.
You'll feel faster. And
So-
that's half the battle.
Check out the shop. There is a link up there, and of course we'll link it up in the description too.
Dom has chosen just one tweet this week, but it's a pretty good one. It's Christian van der Velde. He spotted ex-pro cyclist Dave Zabriskie, and there's definitely a case of pictures saying 1,000 words here.
Helmet, tick. Gloves, tick. Shorts, tick. Interesting bike, tick. Fanny pack, tick. Jersey. Don't change at D Zabriskie. Wow, that is
It's a strong look.
one of the strongest looks I've ever seen.
It's now time for cycling shorts.
We start cycling shorts with some really quite sad team news, which is that I Am Cycling, the Swiss World Tour team, have announced that they will fold at the end of this season, having failed to find a secondary sponsor. Now, it is, at least if we can find any positives for the riders and staff, it is fairly early for this sort of announcement, so hopefully they can find contracts, or they have plenty of time to find contracts if possible.
The big rumour is that they might be merging with the other Swiss-backed World Tour team, BMC, but either way, there's going to be one World Tour spot available next year. Who's going to take it?
Now this is very cool. The Fête de l'Auto route took place on Sunday the 22nd of May, and what that was where sections of French autoroute motorway highway were closed off to vehicular traffic and opened up to the public. So you could sit on a deck chair if you wanted, you could take a stroll, there were hot air balloon rides, and you could ride your bike. How cool is that?
Yeah, I particularly like the row of deck chairs. It's
Not the cycling.
no, just have a little sit down. So Google have teamed up with Levi's, the people that make the very nice jeans. They've teamed up to make a jacket that's aimed specifically for cyclists. It contains a bit of wearable tech in the sleeve. You can control your smartphone through taps and swipes and things. It's pretty cool.
It is really cool, and I can imagine that if you're a city cyclist and if you use your bike to get around at work, so between meetings and stuff like that, it's going to be really good. But I think at the same time, a lot of us do use our bikes to get away from all of that too. So it raises a couple of interesting questions. It is definitely, however, as a denim jacket, one for the more fashion-conscious cyclist.
People try to put us down, talking about my generation.
GoPro have put together a really cool little edit with the world champion Peter Sagan in between his little holiday, I suppose you can call it, in between the Classics and Tour of California. Pretty cool. He's just hanging out, walking his dog, with his new remote control car. It's a pretty cool little edit. It actually puts him in a kind of human light, really, and it's really nice to see.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think sportsmen performing at that level aren't necessarily normal in inverted commas, but yeah, it is. It's a nice video. You should check it out. Alexander Kristoff is from Norway. He's sponsored by SRAM and Zip, so of course he gets a custom Viking Shield disc wheel. Now, it's very cool. Zip use a graphic technology that they've called Impress. Basically, the graphics are directly printed onto the carbon fibre. There's no stickers or decals or anything. I got to check out a few of the custom Katusha team wheels at the Giro. Although there was nothing quite on the level of graphics that Kristoff gets, they're a really nice bit of kit. And not only do they make you look faster, I think that sort of stuff probably makes you go faster as well.
Yeah, I see Canyon SRAM have got something fairly similar on their team bikes as well.
Very cool stuff. It's time for Tech of the Week, and even though we're in the middle of the first Grand Tour of the year, we've got a track bike special. There are definitely a couple of potential gold medal winners here.
Yeah, so first, take a look at this felt track bike. It's been designed specifically for the women's team pursuit. Now, take a closer look at it. Can you spot any differences there?
Have we flipped the image?
Not quite, but Felt have actually flipped the bike, or rather the crankset. They've done a lot of extensive aerodynamic testing, and they've found that having the crankset on the opposite side, or the side facing the inside of the track, is better for aerodynamics, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, so the tube shapes on the frame are asymmetric too, and they're designed to cope with the really quite unique aerodynamic demands of a velodrome and of the team pursuit discipline. The wheels are by Head, and the crankset is a heavily customised Vision Metron carbon with a Stages dual-sided power meter. It really is mind-boggling stuff, isn't it?
Looks seriously aero.
Very cool.
Can't blame the bike if they don't win. Next up, we've got this pretty swish-looking Electro Pro from Argon 18, and they'll be supplying the track bikes for the Danish national team at the Rio Olympics. It's got fully integrated one-piece handlebar and stem, and that's mounted directly to the fork, which they claim will be for maximum stiffness and efficiency, which is what you need on a track.
Yeah, it looks like a cool bike, and I think it's also got rotor cranks and ceramic speed bearings there.
Yeah.
So again, likely very fast, and fewer and fewer excuses not to win a gold medal.
The 4-stage Women's Tour of California saw Megan Guarnier of Bols Dolmans take the opening stage in a tough one around Lake Tahoe. She actually held on to that slender lead for the rest of the 3 stages, and she took the overall.
That was despite Kristen Armstrong putting on a lot of pressure when her team 2016 took a surprise victory in the team time trial. The core of the 2016 team is actually based around the American women's team pursuit team, who are going to get those left-sided felt bikes, which are very cool. Marianne Vos took stage 3 and Kirsten Wild took stage 4, but Guarnier held on all the way.
Now in the men's race, Julien Alaphilippe had some unfinished business after he was pipped so narrowly by Peter Sagan in last year's edition. But again, the Frenchman pulled off a really great performance in the Queen stage, stage 3 up to Gibraltar Road, and he held on to that lead and held off the likes of Rowan Dennis and Brent Bookwalter to take the overall win. And a nice prediction from you, Tom. That was 2-stage wins for Peter Sagan, just as Mr. Last predicted in the preview show.
I predict 2-stage wins for Peter Sagan. Never in doubt.
Top of the class.
Time for comment of the week. I've chosen this one, which was underneath Dan's Day in the Life of a Commentator video.
So the riders really do have a lot to do at the end of the stage when they're successful, which I have to say was news to me when I retired, because I'd never seen this before.
It's from SC Velo Junior Cycling Team, who, with razor-sharp wit, writes, "So, on the Cervelo test team, you never got to test out what it was like to win?" I like that one.
Nice. Equally sharp wit comes from Chris Lind under the How to Clip In video. For next year's April Fool's Blank, have Matt teach this same subject.
You've ruined the April Fool already, Chris, but we do like the idea.
For f***'s sake.
On the channel this week, on Wednesday, we've got how to ride steep climbs.
On really short, steep climbs, pacing might seem like an alien concept. If all you can do is get up the climb, then you've just got to give it everything you've got for as long as you've got. But many steep climbs are preceded by less steep sections, or in fact, it might just be really steep for really long. And so in either of those cases, you're going to have to use your head as well as your legs.
On Thursday, we've got 5 innovative cycling accessories, and on Friday, we've got Ask GC Anything.
Saturday, we've got Alejandro Valverde's Canyon Ultimate CFSLX. On Sunday, we'll be doing a bit more science.
On Monday, we've got 7 things you didn't know about aluminium. And what's on Tuesday?
Welcome to the GCN Show!
We're going to round things off with Extreme Corner, and this is from the latest round of the UCI Mountain Bike Cross Country World Cup. Pretty extreme, eh, Tom? It's about as extreme as you can get wearing Lycra.
Yeah, I think it might be. Anyway, if you'd like to check out the new products that we mentioned available in our shop, click right there. To see our playlist of videos from the Giro d'Italia, click there.
And if you want to find out more about how to win those very lovely power tap pedals, you can click down there. And to subscribe, just click here. It's absolutely free.
Give this video a thumbs up too.